Hi everyone, as I said in a previous video, I'm desperately trying to catch up with some hauls on here and on the blog and show you some of the things that I've been buying recently. And this is sort of a collective high-end beauty haul. I've got all sorts of things, the skincare, nail polishes, things like that. And yeah, I'm going to apologise in advance on here and in the accompanying blog post, which I'll be able to read below. Some of these things I bought way back in May and I just haven't got around to showing you yet. But I'm going to get started now with two things actually you have seen. I've got these, I don't even know when it was now, but at a blogger event, it was in Two Style Gardens, I think it was about March, April. I went to an event at Two Metro Centre near where I live, and it was to basically find out about some of the new fashion trends ahead and some of the newest beauty ranges and products that were coming soon. And on that day, I was offered the chance to go for a free Kiehls skin consultation and facial. So I went to Metro Centre branch of House of Fraser, and I had a brilliant consultation. It was really interesting. The therapist really knew her things, and they recommended some products for me, and they gave me a little bag of sample things to try. And I was also invited along for a complimentary facial, which I went just before my birthday in May. And they used some products, really liked how my skin felt, and I fell in love with most of the products that were used upon me. Obviously, I have so much skincare. I'm a blogger, I get lots of skincare sent. I'm lucky enough in that respect. I also buy a lot of skincare. I switch it up a lot, so I didn't really need a lot of things at the time, so I haven't been able to buy most of the things yet that I would kind of like to buy from the brand. But I did buy a couple of things, and the things that I bought, I've actually already showed you in a favourites video, which I will link below. But the things that I've got and I've been using for the past couple of months are the Kiehls Rare Earth Pore Minimising Lotion, which I'm wearing today, and for most days I've been wearing this when I haven't been wearing an SPF. It's a moisturiser in essence, but it does seem to smooth the skin, get rid of any sort of imperfections. It doesn't like fill in a pore, because that's really not possible, but it generally makes your skin look a bit surface, look a bit more even. That's what it looks like. So in essence, it is just a moisturiser. But what I liked about it, a lot of the pore minimising products are crammed full of silicone. I have oily skin, and I'm probably unusual, I don't know. I hate the feeling of silicone based products on my skin. Everyone says, oh, velvety feel. No, to me it just feels like slicky and oily, and I don't like it at all. But this is just a moisturiser. It is full of Amazonian white clay and specialised ingredients from the Amazon River. Doesn't smell particularly much, but it leaves the skin feeling really matte. It's another one of the moisturisers you need. You don't need a primer or anything on top of it, and I really like this, and a little goes a really long way. I mean, that was a couple of pumps and that was more than enough for my face. So I like that. I'm ultimately going to be buying the matching toner for this line as well. I think they do a toner which I'm going to use because I love toners. And I also got another product from the Rare Earth cleansing range. I'm sorry this is a bit mucky because I have actually used a lot of this. It is the Kiehls Rare Earth Deep Pore Cleansing Mask, and that is what it looks like. And that is what it looks like. So as you can see, I have used quite a lot of this. Again, it's just very clay based. It's a clay mask. You put it on your skin. I get a slight tingling sensation from it, but I don't know if that's normal, but I do. Intensely purifies to minimise pores. Again, I don't know if it does that, but it does leave your skin feeling really clean. It feels your pores feel cleaner, if anything. I've had quite a few breakouts recently on my chin area, and it's really helped to dry that up. I've even put some on my back because I've had a couple of nasty hormonal spots on my back as well, so I've put that on my back, and it's really made a difference. These products are going to be repurchases, there is no doubt about that. I'm actually applying this, it's like a clay mask, so obviously you can apply it with your fingers, but I'm actually using a mask brush that I got from another brand, and apply this with a mask brush. Honestly, it's amazing. I don't know why I've never used mask brushes before. You get a nice even layer, there's no bits that dry before the bits and what have you. Yeah, really like this mask, and I would thoroughly recommend it to anyone if your skin is a little bit oily prone, or you're prone to sort of open pores, things like that. I would definitely recommend this mask. Clay masks are really good, and this is one of the best I've tried. So they were the things that I bought. Now, what I love about Kiehls, well, most brands now, the sampling policy. Now, I'm just going to grab a few of what I got. As I say, when I had my initial consultation, I got samples. Now, that's supposedly free. Anybody can go and get that. I think you do have to pay for the facials, which I would thoroughly recommend, because it was the best, really good facial experience. She put me totally at ease. I even had a hand and arm massage. It was brilliant. But the sampling policy is brilliant. Online, you get free samples, which is amazing. And you also get them with in-store purchase, or at least I did. I'm really liking that. I think the brands now in the UK are becoming a lot more forthcoming with samples. Because I remember a time when you didn't used to get anything, but say you went to Germany. I went to Germany, and I went to a shop. I don't know if it's still there. It was called Douglas. I think it was. It was a perfumery, and honestly, I got half a bag of samples. Whether it was because obviously I was a tourist or not, I don't know, but they were really good. But now hopefully we are getting better. And this is just a handful. I've just picked a handful out the bottom of the bag because I know there was some in here. Midnight Recovery Concentrate. I love this. I'm currently trying another facial oil, which will be review, if it's not already on the blog, it will be soon, which I really like. I never thought having oily skin facial oils were for me, but yeah, they are, and I will definitely be buying this one when I've finished everything, and it's the Kiehls Midnight Recovery Concentrate. It is amazing. I already had a decent sized sample of this from a few blog events, and it's really good. I also got the Powerful Strength Line Reducing Concentrate. Now, I had this used on my facial, and whilst I'm in my 30s, I'm really lucky. Because I have a slightly more oily skin tone, I don't seem to have developed as many wrinkles or fine lines as some people my age. My mum's skin is amazing. My mum's 75, and her skins are amazing. It really is amazing. She's virtually got hardly any wrinkles. She's got a couple around her mouth and a couple here and there, but she's really good skin. And my mum has never spent a fortune on skincare. She doesn't even believe in cleansing or washing her face. She uses cold warm water on her face, and that is it. But she does use moisturiser. She's always used moisturiser and things like that. But for someone who hasn't spent a fortune on her skincare, her skin is amazing, which proves it probably is genetic in a lot of cases. Anyway, I had this used on me in the facial, and it's quite strange. You put it on sort of under your makeup and skin moisturiser, and literally it kind of warms up. It's a really strange sensation, but it leaves your skin feeling like literally like silk. It was so good. So I got a couple. I actually got 3 of those. Is that the 3 I've got? Yeah, I got 3 of those, so I still yet to try these. Now, thankfully, when I've showed you, I can actually start trying some of these samples. I also got a sample of the Ultralight Daily UV Defense Sunscreen, which, looking outside today, it's chucking down with rain, so I very much doubt, unless we have a serious Indian summer, I'm not going to get this used, but you know, it should be okay. It's SPF 50 PA+++. As I say, when you in a previous video, when you use a lot of glycolics and sort of toners, and with acid toners and AHAs and things, you should really use SPF all the time, which I do tend to. When I'm going out, I always make sure I have my ultra sun on. So yeah, I'm curious to give this a try though, because when I was in the shop, when I was in the store, there's 2 people came in asking for this, and they'd actually sold out of the full sizes, so it obviously must do something. So I'm curious to try that. And I also got a sample of the Kiehls Midnight Recovery Eye. Now, I've also had a previous sample of this, which was really nice. Eyes is the one area where I am quite lazy. I'm just like, oh, it's fine, it's fine. But as I say, because of my skin type and things, I don't see a great deal of issues yet. The lines are there, are quite fine. I can see a few lines, but again, it's still oil that's my issue. So I'm a bit lazy with eye cream. I am really trying, or I'm really trying, because I think if I start looking after them now, then hopefully I won't have any problems in the future. But this is really nice. Again, this is something else. When I get rid of the barrage of eye creams that I already own and don't use very often, I will probably be buying this, because I've been using this sachet, a couple of sachets of this. Yeah. It's just nice. It feels nice on the skin. The whole ritual of that and the oil, which smells absolutely beautiful, by the way, full of essential oils, perfect for sleep. It just makes your skin feel sort of, you wake up in the morning, you feel better than what you did when you went to bed, which is the whole point of sleep. But yeah, so that was my Kiehls stuff. What should we move on to next? Nails? Should we move on to nails? Or should we stick with the foundation? We'll stick with makeup for the minute. And something else that I bought way back in May, and something else that was a byproduct of the Style Garden event was this. I've never spent so much money on a foundation before, so I'm actually quite scared to use it, to be honest. It is the Giorgio Armani Designer Lift Smoothing and Firming Foundation. At the Style Garden event, the lovely girls from the Armani counter in House of Fraser were there, and they were giving mini makeovers. And the new foundation that they were promoting at the time, she said it won't be right for your skin tone. She says your skin's like mine. It's too oily, for want of a better word. It won't stay on your face. So they very kindly went back into the shop and took the sample bottle of this out to try on my face. Bearing in mind I was hot, the lights were really hot. I get hot anyway, I get stressed, I get sweaty. I got home and I still had makeup on. And I was like, wow. But what got me was how smooth my skin felt. My skin didn't feel like skin, it just felt like really, really smooth and strokeable skin. They also used some other products on me. They used the primer, and I think it was the sepia powder at the time, the one with the sort of crisscrossy patterns on, which was beautiful. But I thought, no, I can only afford one product, and it was this. I thought about it, and eventually I thought, no, it's just before my birthday. I'll use some of my birthday money and I'll really treat myself to something nice. And this was it. And unfortunately, I'm now in the process of forming a lifelong habit. This is shade number 5, which is actually one of the palest shades that they do. And it looks a little bit in the bottle, but it does actually work on my skin. It works with the pink tones. It's SPF 20 as well. I think this was about £40, £45. Which was, my mum was like, really? And I was like, yes, but you know, you stroked my skin when I did the event, and it was lovely. I think sometimes you just need to splurge. And to be honest, I'm the type of person who, if a cheap foundation worked for me, I buy it. I do buy it. I have a combination of MAC and Revlon on at the minute. I mix them up. I like a collection one. There's one of an Avon foundation, it's one of my favourites. I also like a Clinique one. When you find a foundation, and I don't care how much it costs, it's whether it works for you or not. That's what it's about. And this one unfortunately does work for me, but it's beautiful. So yeah, Giorgio Armani Design Lift. Yeah, get a sample or try it first though, because if you don't like it, you're wasting your money. Right, let's move on to something else makeup-y. And yeah, a brand that I've actually really grown to love over the last few years is Tarte. I've bought quite a few of their things from QVC. One of my best friend went to Las Vegas last year, and she brought me a beautiful one of their Christmas sets back, which was the sequin bag thing. It was beautiful. And I really like the brand. I particularly like their brushes and their cheek colours. Unfortunately in the UK, well, I know we can order it from Sephora and from Tarte direct now, but obviously that can cost a fortune. So I just buy it from QVC when there's a QVC show on, or there's an offer or something that I like. And I'd seen this palette on, I'd actually seen it on a few Instagram accounts, and I'd seen it on Sephora. And I really liked the look of it, and I kind of harassed QVC and I said, is this coming? Is this coming? And they said, yes, it's coming in June. So in June, it came, as soon as it appeared on the website, before it even gone to air, I ordered it, and I wasn't disappointed. It is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Skin Twinkle Highlighting Palette. First of all, lovely box, and this is what it looks like. It's gorgeous. It's sort of like a blue pattern, and inside, I'm sorry, I've used this. I've got on today. I don't know how well you can see that in this orange light. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. Apologies, I've also got a couple of finger marks in that one, but that's what it looks like. You get 2 shimmery highlighters, which are Sunlight and this one is, and that one is Moonlight, so that's, you can't really see that. This is a slightly bronzier one. And you get this one in the middle, which is, what's this one called? Filtered Light, which is actually a matte highlighter, which is really interesting. Really like it. I love highlighters. This palette is lovely. I love highlighters. I really want the Tarte exposed highlighter, but it's, do I place a Sephora order and risk buying so much stuff that I really don't need, or do I wait? Who knows? So that's that. And with that, I also got a brush, because Tarte on QVC, they always provide a brush, and this was the brush that came with it, which is the Rainforest of the Sea double-ended highlighting brush, and I can't get it out, I can't get it out, I can't get it out. It's one of those boxes that you just can't get it out, shove and force it from that end. There we go. And oh my god, how pretty is that? It's got the beautiful sort of golden purple ombre. It's got a really dense brush head there, and it's also got a sort of, this one's much more dense, stubby dense one. So yeah, I love Tarte brushes, and as I say, when you order Tarte Cosmetics in the UK, they usually do provide a brush with you, which I think is amazing. So yes, definitely look this up. If you're in the UK, I think QVC are getting this back in. I don't know when, but they did comment on one of my a comment that I made that it was coming back in, so hopefully they will be getting this back in. But I actually want the exposed highlighter, so I'm really hoping that we get that in as well. Another QVC purchase is this, and I don't know if this is still available or if these colours are even still available on QVC, but these colours will be available elsewhere, I think. It is basically from OPI's New Orleans collection, and to be honest, there was too many I wanted to buy the individual bottles, so QVC actually did this exclusive kit. I think this was exclusive, and it's got mini bottles of the entire New Orleans collection, and I particularly love the bottom row there. That one, shows you tips, rich girls and poor boys. And my mum actually likes, I think it's humidity, that one there, the peachy one, and I'll take it right on bourbon. So yeah, really nice. I love the minis, they're just as good. I hardly ever use full bottles of nail varnish anyway, and I will be showing some nails of the days on my blog with this when I start to use it. But I think you should still be able to find the full sizes around. Final two items that I'm going to show you in this haul are this. I got another Leighton Dunny crystal nail file. Reason being, I've snapped 2 in less than a month. Yeah, crystal files are amazing. I will not now file my nails with anything else. I literally will not. It's just wrong. But they do break. So if you kneel on them or sit on them accidentally because you've left it on the settee, you will break it. And I broke 2. They're still okay. I can still use the halves that I've broke off, but I wanted a full size one. Now I'm going to swear this down, I'm going to keep it in the case this time. They're brilliant. They last for ages, provided you don't break them. They're not rough. I know some people have issues with them for like sort of the chalk on blackboard thing, but I definitely don't get that. They're smooth, and they're one of the only things that I can use that don't rip my nails. My nails have a tendency to peel in layers and just break off randomly. They're alright at the minute, thank goodness. Matches my top again. I've worn a couple of shirts lately that this matches. And yeah, I really like these. These are brilliant. I would thoroughly recommend them. If you have the nails on the blackboard thing with them, get over it. You will honestly see the difference in your nails. They last forever, provided you don't break them. You just rinse them under the tap when they get a bit gooey, and they're fine. Brilliant. Just make sure you keep it in the case, which I thoroughly intend to this time round. Final thing I'm going to show you was, it's a high-end product as such, but it's actually a bargain price. And it is a Nailsync nail enamel, and it is one of their floral range, and it is in Queensgate Gardens. That's what it looks like. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's actually full of little glitter pieces and little sequined flowers. So what you do is you can either blob the flowers on in that manner, or you can actually just paint it over randomly. It's basically probably something you would wear on top of a colour rather than an individual colour. And Nailsync polishes are usually about £11–12. I got this for £3.99. If you're a North East dweller like me and you go to the Metro Centre, there is a sort of barrow cum stall thing outside of Primark, and I think it's called Making Faces, and they sell lots of cheap beauty products. and they always have a good Nails Inc, SE and OPI selection, and that's where I got this from. I've heard bad reviews about this, but since I love the flowers, I did want this anyway, so I'll basically see how I get on with it. But if you're in the northeast, I would thoroughly recommend the Making Faces stall. They sell lots of things like W7 and like cheaper brands, but they do get the occasional spark of brilliance, so definitely keep checking it out as the stock does change regularly. I've also got 2 other products, but I'm not going to show you them. They're going to be kind of blog exclusives. I got 2 other things. I got a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in Bosworth Beauty, and I also got a Bare Minerals sort of, I think it's like a sort of pressed powder highlighting palette. I'm going to show them briefly in the end of the accompanying blog post that I'll link below, but I will be reviewing those things separately in due course on the blog only. But yeah, so I think that's just about it with the hauls. No, it's not. I've got an Avon haul to show you, and then hopefully I'll be getting Project 10 Pan started, and then I can stop buying makeup for a while. We'll see how that goes. But as I say, I've only got a couple of more things to show you haul wise, and then I'll be able to start Project 10 Pan and start trimming how much makeup I actually have down. So I hope that was helpful. As I say, I'll link the accompanying blog post below, and I'll also link the videos where I talk about the Kiehls products as well, so you can watch that as well. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, let me know your thoughts. As I say, I don't know if I'm still having trouble, but I was having trouble monitoring them and moderating them and replying to them for some reason. I contacted Google/YouTube, but are they going to sort that out? I really don't know. I don't even know why I was having problems, but we'll try and sort that out because it wasn't letting us reply to comments. So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna actually check that tonight and see how that goes. But I'll let you know. As I say, just keep leaving the comments and I will get back to you in time. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you soon with another video.